This backwoods Barbie, he was tricking up money. She's in the passenger seat of my Rolls Royce Ferrari. And really? Really? And our son's in Miami. So I have to be calm on the phone with him, like a loving mother. I have to be happy on the TV every morning live from New York.
Controversial Wendy Williams, 58-year-old presenter of The Wendy Williams Show from 2008 to 2022, is refusing to let Kevin Hunter, her ex-husband and ex-producer, play her like a violin and ruin her life like he did so many times before. So no, she's not going to pay him alimony anymore. It's bad enough being married to a man like him for 23 years. 50-year-old Kevin Hunter is devastated, bankrupt, and behind on health insurance and credit card payments.
It's not still her money when you separate assets and you separate companies and you separate marital property and you decide to sign off on something.
Since his severance payments got suspended last month, he tells us that he lives with constant nagging pain. He desperately needs hip surgery, but he can't afford proper medical care because he has no medical insurance. Poor old Kevin. Husband of the dethroned queen of backchat insists, "I cannot pay my bills and sustain my day-to-day living." But Kevin Hunter has received spousal support and child support from chat show hostess Wendy Williams since 2019. Even though their so-called child, Kevin Hunter Jr., turned 19 at the time. He received at least $1 million from the sale of their mansion and kept possession of his Ferrari and Rolls Royce. He has lived off of her for more than 20 years. Before meeting her, he owned a hair salon and worked as a party promoter. In subsequent years, he became her manager and eventually her husband. He's even submitted a $10 million wrongful termination lawsuit against the producers of the show, claiming that he lost his job as a result of the divorce. But Wendy Williams, net worth $20 million, refuses to pay him any more alimony. She describes Kevin as a serial cheater. She first discovered this way back in 2001. She claims that he married his longest-lasting mistress, Shannara Hudson, a so-called massage therapist, whatever that might entail, because he got her pregnant. There have even been accusations of physical abuse. The police came to their home because someone had accused Kevin of poisoning the talk show host. Meanwhile, Wendy Williams is suffering from extreme alcohol abuse and has just spent 2 months in a Malibu, California rehab that treats severe alcoholism. This controversial professional character assassin has been warned on several occasions that she's on the point of drinking herself to death. She even has an immune disorder called Graves' disease. She accidentally revealed this disorder to the public by dressing up as the Statue of Liberty on her show and fainting. Way to go, Wendy. The banks froze her accounts in January 2021, claiming that she suffered from an unsound mind, financial exploitation, dementia, and/or undue influence. Ouch. Are you sure you didn't miss anything? In May, Wendy got placed in a financial guardianship, meaning she doesn't have the right to use her own money, never mind give it to anyone else. Unlike her wayward ex-husband, Miss Williams earned her money the hard way. She suffered from hyperactivity and poor body image as a child. Then she clawed her way to the top as a backchat hostess, insulting and feuding with celebrities. The Wendy Williams Show attracted audiences of 2.5 million viewers per day and earned her up to $10 million a year or $55,000 an episode. She wrapped up her chaotic talk show after 13 seasons, more than 1,500 episodes, and nearly 15 years on the air. And she doesn't feel like subsidizing a serial parasite like Kevin Hunter. She's always embraced and profited from her own outrageousness. In a 2003 interview with singer Whitney Houston, she asked Houston about her marriage and breast implants and started a shouting match. During a Halloween special, she's acting like a masked killer is coming after her. The camera then moves to a man in a zombie mask in the audience. On another show, she refers to pop sensation Dua Lipa as Dula Peep and Dula Pipa.
A woman that you know as Dula, huh?
Her name's Dua Lipa.
Dula, yeah.
But you call her Dula Peep.
Dula Pipa. Dula.
Her name's Dua Lipa, but you call her Dula Peep.
Dula people, I'm sorry.
Before descending into insanity herself and losing guardianship of her own money, she kickstarted the hashtag Free Britney movement by denouncing the father and mother of pop sensation Britney Spears, blaming them for assuming guardianship of the pop star's millions. "How dare you, Mr. Spears? You had me fooled," she yelled from her comfy pink chair. "And you too, Mrs. Spears. Death to all of them." Hunter and Williams share a 25-year-old son, Kevin Hunter Jr., but the divorce decree couldn't be much clearer. If for any reason plaintiff's contract with Talk WW is not renewed and/or is otherwise suspended, canceled, or terminated, defendant understands and agrees that all severance payments shall be subject to either termination or modification. Of course, Kevin Hunter sees things differently, and of course he would, wouldn't he? Everybody want to know what's really going on. The fact is, I'm not being silent anymore, and this don't have nothing to do with Wendy, but has everything to do with the people trying to steal hard-earned money that I've worked for and helped build. It's on. So what do you think? Would you pay alimony to a parasitical, serial-cheating, wife-beating, insanely overspending ex-husband? Or would you just pull the plug too?